what is an offline backup? So you may be thinking the clue's in the name, really. It's something that's a backup that's offline. So if we think about what offline backups means here, think about something like a public cloud provider, a dedicated data protection service, tape, just something where backups exist that are not adjacent to your live production data. So I'm going to speak a moment about immutability and how that plays a key part in offline backups. But first, I'd like to talk to you about other frameworks where offline backups plays a key part of that. You may have heard of things like NIST, the Cyber Assessment Framework from the National Cybersecurity Centre, or the Digital Operational Resiliency Act. And these are guidelines which governments in different countries define to help you as an organization remain cyber resilient. How does immutability play into those frameworks and cyber resiliency? So to understand that, we need to understand what immutability is. An immutable object is something that cannot be changed or redefined until a time period has lapsed. And that time period defines how long that data or object is immutable for. So in terms of backups, that means if you try and delete a backup and an immutability period is set to 30 days, you will not be allowed to delete that backup for 30 days. So we'll look at some statistics here. These are all ransomware events, and I'll explain why this is relevant for immutable backups. So we can see ransomware events are very prevalent. 76% of organizations paid a ransom to try and recover data, but of those 76%, only 52% were able to fully recover data. So it's important to understand, even if you have something in place like a cyber insurance policy that will allow you to pay that ransom, there's no guarantee that that data will be recoverable. And most worryingly is only 23% of organizations claim to have a fully unified strategy for cyber preparedness. So circling back to that immutability piece, how does that help in a recovery situation? I mentioned that the data cannot be modified, it cannot be deleted until the immutability period is over. So in this situation where your primary data has been ransomware attacked or deleted for some other reason, all backup sets have been removed, the immutable copy is still available for recovery, ensuring a much higher chance of success to get that data back. So let's take a look at what that looks like for an organization to be cyber recovery ready. We've identified 4 key elements here, and the first one, arguably the most vital one, is identifying vital data assets. So what is a vital data asset, you might think? Think about all those systems that are key to how your organization operates. Might be data within CRM system, payroll system, email systems. You as an organization will know what data is important. So what's needed to be cyber recovery ready? We have identified 4 steps here, the first one being the most critical, and that's identifying vital data assets. So what's a vital data asset, you might be thinking? It's that business data that's key to how your business operates. Think about CRM systems, email systems, payroll systems. You as an organization, you will know what data is critical to ensure your business is successful. So it's key to identify what those VDAs are. And then we move through to protecting the data, ensuring that you can recover the data. And the last thing that we're talking about today, which is offline backups, falls into the recovery resources or an isolated system. And that's that immutable backup piece. It's isolated, you can't be tampered with, it's a guaranteed recovery asset. So hopefully that gives you an overview of what an offline backup is, what immutability is, and how that plays into a cyber resilience strategy. If you'd like any more information on this and other pillars we're discussing as part of our cyber resilience talk track, please head to our website or alternatively, scan the QR code here. Thank you.